Hey, how y'all doing? Hope y'all doing well. Real quick for anyone who's curious, I'm Josh. I bake and I talk way too much for a neurotypical person. So instead of continuously talking to the void, I'm posting some of my tangents on here, and with that, you already have a pretty decent grasp on what this channel is going to be about. So I figured I'd go ahead and make an introduction video since I'm trying to take YouTube a little bit more seriously. I mean, like, technically I've already made one, but it was short and it was months ago. And on top of that, things change. So I want to make one that was updated and a little bit more detailed. First things first, let's talk about what the channel is going to be about. Like I said before, I bake and I talk a lot, so that's what majority of these videos are going to be. On here you'll find recipe breakdowns, story times, and media discussions. And because of how many fandoms I'm a part of, those discussions could be about shows like RWBY and Steven Universe, games like Bayonetta and Persona, or animes like Bleach and Assassination Classroom. If you could not tell by now, I am what most people would consider a nerd. And not in a way where it's like, oh, I like this, or oh, I think this is pretty cool. It's more of a, oh, I like this, and now I'm going to devote myself to understanding every piece of the lore of the series. I got hyperfixated, and now it's becoming my personality for the next 2 years. Like, majority of the series I named in that list happened exactly like that. I want to use this channel as a way to express my creativity, but at the same time, just to talk about things that interest me to people who share those same interests. I do want to keep things fun and calm, and although there are going to be times where I'm a little bit more chaotic or talk about more serious stuff because that's just how I am, I still want this to be a place where people can chill, calm down, laugh a little bit. Maybe even learn something, gain some new perspectives, I don't know. Now, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I have little to no idea what the heck I'm doing when it comes to content creation. I have one camera, and that's my phone, and I also have a very small kitchen, so I'm gonna have to get real creative with camera angles and editing, but we're gonna make it do what it do. Originally, this channel was going to focus a lot more on my business, hence the name. However, I've decided to pivot for a variety of reasons. One, circumstance. Without getting too deep into it, I had to take a break from selling and doing my business for about a year. And when I say break, I mean complete halt. I couldn't sell anything, I wasn't posting on social media that much, I couldn't do expos nor events, I was completely out of the game. I was able to start selling again, but that does not mean the sales were coming. After being gone for a year and having to get reacclimated in a new city, getting business was, and still is, difficult. With that information being said, I do want to focus more on social media, build up my brand, and eventually start selling again in the future. Reason 2, like I said earlier, I want to use this channel as an outlet for my creativity. I have a lot of designs and flavors and things I want to make, but not everybody's going to order those. If I make them, I'm going to want to show them. I'm going to want people to see what I made. I like making things based off my interests and hyperfixations. I like making flavors and combinations based on what me and my family like. If I make them and no one buys them, at least I can make them while talk about things that I'm into. And people can witness what I did while enjoying the rambles, so win-win. Reason 3 being I am partially disabled, so having something where I can work at my own pace and not have to worry about whether or not my body's going to give out on me, at the very least, not as much as if I were to work a more strenuous or intense job, is very important to me. I do genuinely enjoy what I do, and I do want to make a career out of it, but I also know that considering my conditions, sometimes I have to do things in a less conventional way. And take it easy, because I don't want to be doing something and then spatting out 5 minutes later. I'm just trying to achieve my goals in the best way I know how. Also, I'm starting school soon, and as you guys can tell by the sound of my voice, at the very least I hope you can, I do not mean a new semester of high school. I am starting college in, a few months? So, with that information being said, I do want to make sure that I don't overexert my body, but at the same time, I do not want to stretch my mind thin. Look, I'm already finding enough to fall on the floor, I don't need to be finding bad mental breakdowns either. Look, I have enough stuff going on. I don't need no extra. Okay, so, I've said everything I wanted to say when it comes to the channel and what I want to do with it. Technically this was scripted, but it was a very rough draft. It was a semi-rough draft, honestly. I was just trying to get stuff out of my head because I've been trying to post since January, but stuff kept happening. I'm like, okay, look, I'm going to post something before the middle of February. Or in that middle of February range. And so, this kind of rushed. The voiceover, at least. The video's been done since November, but that's beside the point. So as it is right now, we still got 2 minutes in this video. So we are going to talk about random stuff to fill in the gaps. If this is lower quality compared to the rest of the video, which was already kind of shoddy since I'm still experimenting with stuff, I'm still finding my footing, forgive me, but I'm tired. It's 11:16 right now. The same things I was talking about earlier about fighting not to fall, that almost happened earlier, so I'm laying down on my bed trying to make sure I'm okay while editing and doing voiceovers. So, I guess random fun facts. I played piano when I was like 11, all the way up until 13. I stopped because of Corona. Now I was learning because of school. I'm going to get a piano again though, and like there are 2 songs I want to learn how to play, and that's Love Like You from Steven Universe and Edge of Dawn from Fire Emblem Three Houses, the credits version. Although I also really want to learn the Seasons of Warfare version, because that version, in my opinion, is the better one. But at the same time, I could just be saying that because I feel like it's underrated, so I don't know. If you ask me what my favorite game franchise, and favorite game series is, they're all going to be different answers. My favorite game is Breath of the Wild. My favorite game franchise is Persona. And my favorite game series is Bayonetta. And that's really just because the only series I've really played is Bayonetta and Zelda. And even then, I feel like Zelda's this weird in between of like being a series and a franchise. I don't know, it's kind of complicated if you want to get to like technicalities or whatever, but yeah. I have a very weird voice. At the very least, I feel like my voice is weird. Like, you guys could hear during the video, sometimes my voice is like fairly deep, and then other times I'll raise it, trying to make myself be heard more, I guess. Because even now, I'm technically not talking at my lowest. It's more a weird in between because it's nighttime. Like, I don't know. Like I said, this thing was scripted earlier, so I was struggling to like sound how I normally would sound as if I were talking. But then I talk in like so many different ways. And so I'm just confused. I'm looking back at the voiceovers. I'm listening to them. And I'm like, okay, I'm not nearly as expressive as I thought I was. At the very least, like, I don't sound nearly as expressive. Because I can be very excited. But unless you know me, I don't sound that excited to other people unless I'm yelling. Anyway, there should be some pictures of the final product at this point. I don't know if I talked too much. I probably did. We'll see. Moving on, thank you so much for watching this video. It means a lot. I appreciate it, especially because I'm still figuring stuff out. But I do want to take this more seriously, so bear with me. The videos will get better. A few wise words before I leave. Joy and living a happy life is a form of rebellion. Screw the system and anybody who tries to keep you down. Self-care and self-love is important, and be great even if it's in the name of spite. Have a good day, be safe, be blessed. Bye.